A story of redemption. No one is beyond the reach of grace. In the heart of an ancient city called Jericho, behind stone walls and hardened hearts, lived a woman named Rahab. To many, she was only known for her shame, her limitations. But God saw something no one else could see: a future, a purpose, a legacy. This is the story of a woman judged by her past, but chosen for her faith, for her courage, for the actions that would not only save her family, but make her part of the very lineage of Christ Jesus. In Rahab's world, she stood alone by a window, while the city was buzzing below, dusk setting in. Jericho alive with trade, noise, and shadows. And Rahab? She lived on the margins, her home built right into the city wall. Known by name, but not by worth. Called a harlot. Used, but never loved. They called her many names, none kind. She had dreams once, but they were buried beneath stares of contempt, and the daily weight of survival. Rahab was judged by the upright women in the market, whispering. Priests pass her without a glance. She walked through the marketplace, but heads turned away. She was invisible, yet her shame shouted louder than words. To the religious, she was defiled. To the noble, disposable. But to God, she was not forgotten. Rumors exploded. The whisper of war soldiers in the square, townspeople whispering. Word spread like wildfire. The Israelites were near to attack Jericho as the first step in conquering the promised land of Canaan as instructed by God. Jericho was a strategically important, fortified city on the edge of Canaan, and its conquest was a crucial part of fulfilling God's promise to the Israelites. Their God had split seas, brought down kings, and now, they were headed for Jericho. The city trembled. But Rahab listened, not with fear, but with a strange, rising hope. Rahab's divine encounter: the arrival of the spies, two men cloaked, knocking at Rahab's door. One night, two strangers came to her door. Not customers, but messengers. Spies, sent by the God of Israel. Rahab's heart pounded, not with fear, but with purpose. She took a risky decision by hiding the spies under flax on her roof. The king's guards were searching. But Rahab made a choice. She hid the spies. Lied to the soldiers. Risked everything for men she barely knew. Why? Because she believed. She had heard of this God, the one who parted the sea, who rescued slaves. And somehow, deep within her soul, she knew he was real. The God who does not judge unfairly. The God who lifts the broken. Rahab was wise, a woman of faith in a city that had none. She made a bold request. Rahab kneeling with a scarlet cord in hand. Please, she whispered, when your God brings this city down, spare me and my family. The spies nodded. Hang this scarlet cord from your window, they said. When the walls fall, you will be saved. Israelites marching. Walls trembling. Red cord flapping in the wind. The day came. Trumpets sounded. The earth shook. And the mighty walls of Jericho crumbled like dust. But Rahab's home stood firm. Because where others saw a prostitute, God saw a believer. Rahab walking with the Israelites, eyes lifted, future unfolding. Rahab walked away from the city that never loved her. She stepped into a future she never thought possible. She became part of God's people. She married. Became the mother of Boaz. An ancestor of Jesus Christ. Scarlet cord, right pointing arrow, broken wall, right pointing arrow, blossoming flower. This is not just Rahab's story. It is our story, a reminder that no one is too far gone. That faith can rise from the ruins, that God uses the rejected to reveal His glory. To the proud who point fingers, beware. God exalts the humble. And those the world shames, are often the ones He crowns with honor. It doesn't matter what label the world gives you. Your limitations, your weakness, your past. God sees your heart. He knows your story better than anyone. And if you seek Him, He can rewrite that story. Just like He did for Rahab. Let us be still. Let us keep praying. For a divine encounter, for redemption, for purpose. The same God who parted the Red Sea is the God who still moves mountains. He loves you. He sees you. And he is not done with your story. Rahab's story is not just one of walls that fell, but of a woman who stood. She reminds us that divine encounters rarely come dressed in perfection. They arrive in ordinary moments, often in the middle of messiness and uncertainty. But it takes discernment to see what others miss. It takes courage to act when others shrink back. Rahab was more than a label, more than a reputation. She was a woman who carried wisdom, bravery, and purpose. May her story remind you, no one is too far gone. No story is too messy. No past can cancel out a purpose. So walk in respect toward yourself and others. Because your divine encounter might be closer than you think. And you must be ready, not to miss it.